Hi, my name is Kamal. I'll be your virtual host today and I'll explain the technology in the upcoming slides. Thank you. These are large format LEDs which are used in outdoor of the malls or buildings. And the recent ones are the curved ones, which is shown in the video. These LED can do a 3D effect as displayed, and this is a trend in 2022 and 21. There were some of the installs in China, US, and Canada. These LEDs give you an immersive experience, and many this can be used for a lot of new product launches, and creating a content for this is the key. So if we have a road facing mall, we can use such a LED display, which can pull in good revenue. So we saw few examples of how outdoor LED can be monetized using the latest technology, and there are companies which are ready to invest on the large LEDs and work on revenue sharing methods. So if we find some company who can, invest for the large LED outdoor LEDs, and we can manage the content and work on revenue sharing, it will take the load off of the capital. Now let's discuss about indoor LEDs, how we can monetize using existing LEDs. Regular indoor LEDs are not very interactive. People don't spend time with the non-interactive display panels. If the same display panel is interactive, then people look into it and spend time. And the youngsters and the kids really love to play with such interactive LED panels or interactive elements. We would discuss some of the examples in this video on upcoming slides for how to monetize using the indoor LEDs and how to make it more interactive. Now let's discuss about indoor LEDs, how we can monetize. In the last slide, we saw people installing large LED display indoor, and with using some cameras and some media player and some content, we can make a interactive indoor experience. For example, the one video you're seeing right now, it is a virtual zoo, and the similar type of installation was done in Dubai Mall as well, where people would see on the display, they would see themselves along with interactive animals, so they can interact and play with it. This can be done on a smaller LED or larger LED using cameras and media players. This is possible. The bigger the display is, the better the experience is. In the last slide, we saw people installing large. In the last slide, we saw people installing large LED display indoor, and with using some cameras and some media player and some content, we can make a interactive indoor experience. For example, the one video you're seeing right now, it is a virtual zoo, and the similar type of installation was done in Dubai Mall as well, where people would see on the display, they would see themselves along with interactive animals, so they can interact and play with it. This can be done on a smaller LED or larger LED using cameras and media players. This is possible. The bigger the display is, the better the experience is. So for the large screen LED formats, we combine with augmented reality to take advantage of the technology and to impress the crowd. The same technology can be used for small scale for shopping, indoor shopping. So we would show one example here how they use the augmented reality for indoor shopping. So for the large screen LED formats, we combine with augmented reality to take advantage of the technology and to impress the crowd. The same technology can be used for small scale for shopping, indoor shopping. So we would show one example here how they use the augmented reality for indoor shopping. So for the large screen LED form, shopping can go to a whole new level with the recent technologies. Remember, there was a game called Pokemon Go, which uh, was quite interesting and took over the world. So you can use your cell phones to browse for the characters and you can capture them on your phone. And this was the first augmented reality stuff which impressed the whole world. And the same can be applied in shopping and inside a mall. You can create anything using your phone and people can interact with it. Here's one example of how e-learning, e-commerce has taken the advantage of the augmented reality.
Innovating and basically always being forward thinking and forward oriented is very important. As we talked in my remarks about relevance, any company needs to be innovative. Any company needs to continuously think forward and to try new things in order to continue to be relevant, to learn from what's happening. We live in a world where technology has a very important role in our lives, and it's getting more and more important role, both technology and digital. So it is very important for us as a business to continue to be innovative, to continue to be seen as innovative by the customer in order to strengthen our relevance and to try these innovations in order to turn them from a trial to actually mainstream whenever it adds value to the customer. So this is why the store of the future is there to give people a glimpse of what retailing is going to be like in the future. And this is something that we are doing in partnership with technology companies like Cisco, for example, in this case. The store of the future that you have currently seen uses only part of the technology that actually will enrich retailing in the future, that have already been implemented, and some others will be implemented going forward, and it will continuously to improve. And of course, once the technology allows it, we will feature much more newness, whether it's the metaverse or whether it's NFTs or other things. So there is a plan. The store of the future is not a point in time, it's a continuous journey where we continue to bring to the customers the cutting edge experience from a technology standpoint. So give it some time. You've seen the first version of it. With that, we're going to have other brands that will come into that space, that will partner with us in order to showcase their brand in the context of future of retailing, and there will be more technology that will be showcased in the future.
Gaming has gone to a next new level. The one we see here is just an experience or a simulation. It is a wingsuit simulation. It recreates a wingsuit diver from the airplane. So this is one example how we can use the technology using virtual reality to take it to the next level. And we will be discussing much more on the upcoming slides. Gaming has gone to a next new level. The one we see here is just an experience or a simulation. It is a wingsuit simulation. It recreates a wingsuit diver from the airplane. Now the next one, let's discuss about the virtual reality gaming. In virtual gaming, there are a lot of options and a lot of new devices and technology which takes gaming to the next level. So the video you see here explained is one virtual reality treadmill where the user can run in any direction from the treadmill. It is more immersive and it is breathtaking. And we have a lot of similar VR games available in VR. Now the next one is discuss about the virtual reality game. In virtual gaming, there are a lot of options new devices which takes gaming to the next level. So the video you see here explains one piece of virtual reality treadmill.
15 seconds remaining.
Run in any direction from the treadmill. And we have a lot of similar games, VR games, and a lot of different simulations available in the VR. Now the next one, let's discuss about the virtual reality.
100 points.
In virtual gaming, there are a lot of options and a lot of new devices and technology which takes gaming to the next level. So the video you see here explains.
Here is a hologram table. The table makes objects out of light that float 70 centimeters away from the screen. This is the arcade machine of the future, and there are 14 games for this device coming out in 2018. In this one, people use crocodiles to snap fish. The tables have a vibrating floor that vibrates in beat with the music. This also makes the game seem a lot more fun. As well as hologram tables, we also have full hologram rooms. A hologram room is like the holodeck on Star Trek. It makes objects out of light. Animals come through the walls and turn into holograms in the room. The hologram rooms have artificial gravity. When you jump down a hole, the hologram atoms go up, so you feel like you're falling down. There are also educational experiences, like visiting the planets or going back in time to see the dinosaurs. In Veggie Patch Valley, children and their donkey plant holographic vegetables. There are currently 8 pieces of content for the hologram rooms, with the library of content growing very quickly. The technology is very new and it was created by the Australian company Euclidean. It was originally used for geospatial and military applications, but Euclidean improved it so much that the price dropped considerably, and it is now highly profitable for entertainment centers. If you would like to open a hologram entertainment center franchise or add hologram equipment to your existing entertainment center, please contact us.
Why should we upgrade our existing setup? Most of the new malls, which is built in recent years, would have all this technology incorporated in one or the other way. But the old malls, which were built before, certain years, they might miss the cinema, they might not have the virtual reality gaming. These are the new attractions which, tends to bring in people. And also, we use other technologies like artificial intelligence. Using the existing cameras, we can understand the customer behavior, track the customer using Bluetooth and Wi-Fi beacons, how they move and how they shop around and where they spend most of the time. All this data can be analyzed and we can add attractions based on the customer experience, which we will be discussing in the upcoming slides. So for now, you can also retrofit your existing setup or completely make over into a new zone. So the next step is, after we invest on the technology and the equipments, now how do we track our customer behavior? to better understand the customer behavior, we need to use some technology like computer vision, artificial intelligence, and data analytics. And these can be done today using your existing CCTV cameras. We can integrate them with some softwares what we have, which will give you a real time or updates on how the customer is responding, where they spend most of the time, and and it also shows you the heat map, and you can understand the customer's behavior, and we can add and remove the attraction based on that. So this is a key to make the place more interactive. This technology is used by 7-Eleven, supermarkets, airports, and a lot of traffic congestion can be cleared using this technology. So we will be presenting a detailed demo when you know when we are interested. When we go to the next level. Since ever the Saudi government has announced cinema halls can be opened in KSA, there are a lot of integrators and cinema chains who have moved themselves to Saudi Arabian market. Cinema market is most profitable market in KSA, and you can see by the number of cinema halls opening in your territory. During the pandemic, about 110 screens were opened by Maui Cinema, and cinemas respond very well. And if we have our own cinema chain, it is going to be even more profitable. For example, in India and other parts of Asia, there are mall owners who has their own cinema chain, which is more profitable than leasing the space to a third party. And in our case, we can what we propose is in the small cinema halls called Kino Cinema, about 125 to 150 seater or 200 seaters, can be managed. 3 to 4 cinemas can be managed the existing space, and we can operate the cinema on our own. Why do we propose building a Kino Cinema? Kino cinemas are hardly 150 to 200 seaters, where it doesn't take too much of your space, and also there is multi-purpose for Kino Cinema. We can lease the same cinema space for private screening, and it can be also used for gaming and esports during football matches. We can screen football matches, and for birthday parties or some corporate events or big family gatherings, something like that. So there is multi-use of Kino cinemas. I would like to thank everyone who spent their valuable time on this presentation. Thank you once again. Thanks for the opportunity.